The Griffith Brothers. It's an extended family that I never had.
No.
Missed him.
Dealing with the full moon is really going to be tough.
And here he comes.
This program, like all of our programs, is dedicated to the brave men and women of the United States military, past, present, and future. May God bless America.
This is The High Road with Keith Warren. We are on a mission to unite all sportsmen.
This week, we're going to be in Penn State country from an annual hunt at Griffith Brothers Whitetail Ridge.
We're located in Huntington, Pennsylvania, about 30 minutes south of State College. Our property's mainly rolling hills, deep hollows, some thick flats, and some open food plots.
The bucks out here, they're world class. I mean, not every one of them is a giant, but you know what? Every one of them is a potential giant. In other words, they have the genetics to become a true trophy buck.
Here at Whitetail Ridge, we specialize in trophy whitetail hunts. Our classes range anywhere from up to a 130 class, and we've harvested deer up to 330 inches plus.
Over the years, I've met a lot of really nice people doing my job, and I've made a lot of great friendships. Some of those friendships have been made right here with the Griffith brothers and their family. The kids are like my kids. I fit in like I'm their uncle, or I mean, it's the most awesome relationship. After coming up here now for 5 years, it's that way. I mean, I brought my wife up here and she had a good time. And when the Griffiths come down to Texas, we show them a good time, and it's like it's an extended family that I never had right here in Pennsylvania.
Keith's been coming up here for years now. He's studied the deer with us. We've looked at many pictures, and I have a lot of confidence in Keith's judgment. It helps him be able to hunt on his own. A lot of times it's all one-on-one guiding, and Keith, he's at a point now where he pretty much knows what he's going after. The bottom line is we trust Keith going out in the field with his cameraman alone.
The hunters that come out here, I think every one of them is guided. And so I am very, very fortunate that the Griffiths trust me to the point that I can go out by myself and hunt by myself. I spent a lot of time out here with the Griffiths trying to make sure that we are all on the same page. How much deer would score, for example, how old deer are, and that's really what I'm after. I want to make sure the deer's old enough to shoot, because I don't care how big his antlers are. If he's not an old deer, I don't want to shoot him. So I'm honored that they trust me enough to go sit by myself without a guide, just me and my cameraman, to hunt on our own. This is a Reconyx camera, and it's set up about 25 yards from that blind. It's set up actually on an ultimate scrape dripper right behind me about 10 yards. So this camera has been monitoring that ultimate scrape dripper, and whatever's been coming to it, we're going to have pictures of it on this card. So what we're going to do, the plan is to come in, check these pictures, and if it's good, we're going to go ahead and come back here this afternoon. This is the old model camera. They've got a newer model that's smaller than this, and it is unbelievable. Knock our sim off of here. Looks like a good setup. We'll see. Oh, there's fresh sign right there. Ultimate scrape dripper, trails in 307, baby. And right here, this one right here should have a bunch of pictures on it. We may have to make another setup. See, there's no stand around here. No stand at all. So if this one pans out, that this one has more pictures than the other one, we're gonna have to put a pop-up line right here because there is no stand.
It's the third week of October. The leaves are changing, everything's beautiful this time of the year. Dealing with the full moon is really going to be tough with this hunt. It'll be difficult because the deer are going to be feeding all night and they'll be bedded most of the day. Everything's pretty much moving during the nighttime, and it's going to be tough to catch anything moving during the day.
This is the High Road, brought to you in part by Savage Arms, Diamond Archery, Record Rack Deer Feeds, Bad Boy Mowers and Bad Boy Multi-Terrain Vehicles, and Supercharged Scent Killer by Wildlife Research Center, beyond 99%. Join me on the High Road online at keithwarren.net.
We've been looking at a lot of trail cam pictures lately. All the activity is at night. Keith brings up Reconyx cameras, which we use about every year. Work great for monitoring deer activity. We'll set them up over an ultimate scrape dripper, and we get good pictures and good information to help us determine on where we're going to hunt. The Reconyx camera works well. It gives you the date, the time, the moon phase, and the temperature, and that really helps pattern the activity of the deer.
All right, that right there is where I want to hunt. What we're gonna have to do, we're gonna have to go and we're gonna have to set up a pop-up blind and see what happens. That right there, that's got more activity. And that deer right there was in at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, we'll try that out tomorrow, tomorrow morning.
We're taking a little bit change in plans. Typically you wind up hunting early in the morning, but the moon is killing us. We got a bad full moon, sat out all day yesterday. I saw one buck. That's it, one buck. And all the Reconyx pictures show the activity at night, and there are a few deer that are moving during the middle of the day. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go out. We found an area, thanks to the Reconyx cameras, that has a lot of deer activity, and we're gonna set up a pop-up blind, and we're gonna stay put all day long. And here we are. I see a buck out there. A little bit too far out of range. We have sat here almost all day long and got a glimpse of some really nice deer. Nothing has come within range. I'd have been using a muzzle loader or whatever. I could have probably taken a shot, but saw a buck chasing a doe, or with a doe I should say, a couple other bucks, but just got a glimpse. The cover here is unbelievable thick, and there's a good diversity of habitat, and so it just makes it tough hunting, but that's what I like, tough hunting. I don't know what we're gonna do now, but we're gonna have to kind of maybe check our game cameras and see what's going on in some other areas, and see if we can find maybe a deer's coming to a scrape on a regular basis, and see if we can go set up on him. That's all I know what to do, but we have spent almost all day here. Making a mock scrape is pretty simple, or spicing up a scrape that already is in existence is pretty simple by using these tools. First off, I'd recommend always use latex gloves to keep human scent from contaminating on anything else. This is an ultimate scrape dripper, and what you do is you will take this, it has a glass bottle. Trails N 307 is an all-season, all-around great deer attractant. What you wind up doing is you fill about half of the bottle up. That way half the bottle is full of the urine and half of it is full of air. You're going to hang this upside down. I like the bottom of it to be about 42 inches off the ground. And what happens is, because it has air in the bottle, the air will expand in the day when the temperature gets warm, and it will force little droplets of Trails N 307 right down on the ground, which will keep your scrape fresh. And these dudes right here, if you use it, you better get ready and have a good place on your wall, because you're going to need it.
It's time for viewer feedback, brought to you by Bad Boy Multi-Terrain Vehicles and Bad Boy Mowers.
Charles Goodrich is from Beeville, Texas. Keith, I've recently started watching your show and I'm on a large lease in South Texas. I'm having difficulty locating deer. I was wondering if you think game cameras would help me pattern deer. Thanks for all you do, Mr. Warren. Charles, game cameras not only will help you, they'll help you far beyond your wildest imagination. I don't hardly go on a hunt without game cameras. They might make hunting a lot more interesting and a whole lot more fun, and ultimately, hopefully, a whole lot more successful. So I don't think you can go wrong when you're using game cameras.
Our website address is keithwarren.net. This is The High Road. Brought to you in part by Glock, Reconyx Game Cameras, Chaffee Pasture in a Bag, Valley View Whitetails, Shadow Hunter Blinds, and Burt Coyote's Luminoc and Lumineros. All of our High Road programs are now available on demand, free 24/7 at keithwarren.net.
Take a look at this deer and take a look at the time. More than likely is headed back after a night of partying back to his bedding area. So today what we're going to do is we're going to try to get in the bedding area early, well before daylight, in hopes that we can catch somebody on the way to the bedding area and put an arrow in one.
Here he comes. What's up, man? Okay. Are you there? Yeah, I'm there.
Hey.
I missed him.
I could not believe I missed that shot. And for those of you that have not ever missed before, the only thing I can tell you is you haven't hunted very much. Here's my arrow. Let's see if there's any blood on it. And look at that. There is not any blood on it at all. And I killed the dead tree. Well, when I get back to the lodge and I tell Dustin and Jake, that isn't gonna be a good thing. That's a big buck too. That's a souvenir I'll leave for Griffith Brothers Whitetail Ridge. All day long came up empty-handed.
Keith, how'd you do?
I missed. I really did, I missed.
You missed.
And I'd shown you my arrow, but it stuck in a tree.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious, I missed.
Hey, is that Glock unloaded?
Yeah.
Can I see it?
There you go.
Jake, get a shirt tail.
No, you don't cut it. You don't. No. You cut it. Jake, I tell you, they're like my little brother. Doggone it.
Got something to go home with, huh?
You're gonna have to call and get a new shirt.
That's never happened to me before, seriously. You were supposed to turn that off. Hey Travis, how you doing?
We're good.
Good, good. I'm up here as usual up at Griffith Brothers. This is Big Four Outdoors. This is Travis. He owns the place, and I come up here every year. And I just normally come in here and say hi, but I need to shoot my crossbow. Is that okay?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay. All right. I know where the place is. I know this is what is this? 20 yards to the carpet.
Well, you'd be about 22 yards, 23 yards.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's good enough. I just want to make sure I got a really, really good rest.
Keith, what happened to your shirt, bud? Looks kind of short there.
I missed a deer a little while ago over at Griffith Brothers, and you know Jake and Dustin, they're not going to ever let me live it down. I've missed a lot before, but nobody's ever done that. So,
Keith, is it you or the bow?
we're fixing to find out. I don't think it's the bow. I think it's me. We're gonna find out. Oh, well.
Looks like it's not the bow.
No, it's not the bow.
This is The High Road. Brought to you in part by Oilfield Camo, iHuntAmerica.com, BSA Optics, Gammo Air Guns, and Jarden Consumer Solutions, makers of the Game Saver. Join me on Facebook at facebook.com/Keith Warren Outdoors.
What I'm gonna do, the wind is absolutely perfect. I just sprayed down a little while ago with scent killer. And after I wound up getting my custom tailored job on my shirt right here. Okay. I decided I can't stand that. I'm gonna go off and go spot and stalk. So that's what I'm gonna do. Spot and stalk. See what happens. It has gotten unusually hot today. Up in the 70s. And we're gonna do some hill climbing and walking in the wind and see what happens. Let me show you something. This is one of the reasons why it's so hard. Look at this. Look at the acorns. This place has got millions and millions of acorns. It's oak trees everywhere. They're partying all night and sleeping all day. The reason why I'm walking down the road, because walking in those leaves down there is like walking on potato chips. There's all kinds of rubs and scrapes up through here. And what we're doing, you notice a bunch of laydowns. These trees are a bunch of big laydown trees, and these bucks will get behind the trees and bed down in the shade and just not move. So far, they're doing a pretty good job of hiding. The wind's perfect. There. Got him. Look at that. I stuck him good. The Luminox stayed lit the whole time. You see it stick in him. I did this 3 or 4 years ago. I don't know. I've been coming to Griffith Brothers so long. But I did this. I spotted a buck. He was 51 yards and I got him. That guy was 36 yards and I just smoked him. Whew. Maybe I can get a new shirt out of this whole deal. I got a big buck, I guarantee you that. All right, looky here. Looky here. Look at that Luminox, and look at all that blood. That's perfect. He's bleeding really nicely, and he couldn't be far. Let's go get our job done. All right, this is what he looks like. I think this is the whitest buck I have ever taken up here at Whitetail Ridge. Now this right here, I didn't even stop and count points, but check this guy out. I mean, he's got, I didn't even see this when I shot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 points. And look at the mass up here on his beam. I mean, he's just a massive buck. Got to weigh 220 plus. And this is the kind of deer that basically every hunter that comes up here to Whitetail Ridge is going to wind up seeing anyway. I mean, they have done an unbelievable job of management. They grow some great big deer. They don't over harvest their deer. And you know, I said earlier in the show, I believe that you know, there's a lot of people that have big deer nowadays. But the reason why I keep coming back to Whitetail Ridge is because the Griffiths are my extended family now. After coming up here for as many years as I have, I've made very good friends with them. And like I said, they're just a family that I didn't even know I had. And if y'all want to come up here to a place that you'll come back year after year after year and enjoy it. I mean, you'll hear from them during the year, and you'll become a part of the extended family too. Give them a call. This is Griffith Brothers Whitetail Ridge out of Huntington, Pennsylvania. Fly into State College, they'll pick you up. You'll have the time of your life. I give them a word. We'll have a link off our website to their website, and just give them a call, and I promise you, they'll hook you up. I want to thank everybody for watching. I want to thank everybody here at Griffith Brothers. And more importantly, I want to remind each and every one of you to always take the high road.
For more information on the hunting opportunities at Griffith Brothers Whitetail Ridge in Pennsylvania, call 814-643-7181 or visit trophyclassdeer.com.
Just one of the things that makes our country great is the freedom of private land ownership. And to celebrate that, we have created a brand new program called Ranch Properties TV that airs right here on the Pursuit channel. To find out more about Ranch Properties TV, log on to ranchpropertiestv.com.
If you have a question, comment, or a story that you'd like to see on the high road, let me hear from you. You can contact me online at keithwarren.net. Closed captioning is brought to you by New Supercharged Scent Killer by Wildlife Research Center. Beyond 99%.